Are you tired of letting other people's chaos dictate your inner peace? In a world that screams for constant reaction, notifications demanding your attention, arguments craving your energy, insults begging for your defense, speaking your mind is often the fastest way to lose control. Disrespect is inevitable. Betrayal will find you. Criticism is waiting around every corner. But how you respond to these moments is the ultimate test of your character. Every time you react in anger, every time you defend yourself against the unworthy, every time you explain what should need no explanation, you hand over your power. Most people lose because they cannot endure silence. They announce, they defend, they explain, they perform. But the Stoic masters who ruled empires and endured exile knew a different path. A path of stillness, a path of restraint, a path that turns silence into armor. And by the end of this video, you will understand the fifth rule of silence, the rule that makes a person psychologically untouchable. Because silence is not weakness, silence is discipline. The modern world trains you to react instantly. Speak your mind. Defend yourself immediately. Never let anything slide. But the Stoics understood something deeper. The moment you react impulsively, you surrender control. Your emotions become public property. Your peace becomes negotiable. Your attention becomes available to anyone who knows how to provoke you. This is why so many people feel exhausted today. Not because life is harder than it was centuries ago, but because their minds are constantly reacting. Every notification, every opinion, every disagreement. They live in a permanent state of emotional reflex. The Stoics trained themselves to escape this trap. They understood that the most powerful response is often restraint, not suppression, not denial, but deliberate stillness, the ability to observe chaos without joining it. Today, we explore 5 Stoic rules of silence that will make you mentally unbreakable. Let us begin. Rule 1. Pause before you react. The first rule is the foundation upon which all of Stoicism rests. It is the split-second pause that separates the master from the slave. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, born a slave and crippled by a cruel master, discovered what would become the cornerstone of mental freedom. He wrote, "It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them." This is not mere philosophy. This is biology. When someone insults you, when they attack your character or provoke your anger, your body floods with adrenaline. Your mind demands retaliation. Your instincts scream, fight back, defend yourself, prove them wrong. This is the ancient fight or flight response. But you are not a wild animal. You are a human being capable of reason. And your true power lives in the space between stimulus and response. Think about that for a moment. Emperor Marcus Aurelius understood this intimately. Ruler of the known world, he was betrayed by his own trusted general, Avidius Cassius, who declared himself emperor and plunged Rome into civil war. Marcus could have reacted with rage, executions, revenge, violence. Instead, he wrote in his private journal, "The best answer to anger is silence." When Cassius was eventually killed and his severed head was brought to Marcus, the emperor refused to even look at it. He ordered the head buried with full honors. Why? Because Marcus understood the dichotomy of control. He could not control the betrayal, but he possessed absolute empire over his reaction. Consider a modern example. A teacher falsely accused by a jealous colleague. Rumors spread. The natural response is outrage. But the Stoic teacher does something different. They state the facts once. and then they remain silent. They refuse to dignify chaos with their energy. Eventually, the lie collapses under its own weight, because silence forces truth to reveal itself. Take one deep breath before you speak. That silence is where your power lives. Rule 2. Let silence expose people. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings, and one of the greatest sufferings we endure is the presence of chaotic people." Rule number 2 is understanding that silence acts like a mirror. When someone attacks you, they are rarely revealing something about you. They are revealing themselves, their insecurity, their anger, their chaos. They want you to react, because your reaction validates their emotion. If they are angry and they make you angry, they have won. They have pulled you into their storm. But what happens when you offer nothing but silence? Without your reaction, their anger has nowhere to go. Imagine an unfair situation at work. A colleague takes credit for your work. Your instinct is outrage. But outrage makes you look defensive. Instead, imagine simply watching them. Calm, silent, unbothered. The room shifts. The burden of awkwardness falls entirely on them. Your silence becomes a mirror, and they are forced to confront their own behavior. Sometimes the most devastating response to foolishness is to say nothing. But the third rule of Stoic silence is the one most people misunderstand, because it requires something modern culture has almost completely lost: the discipline to keep your intentions private. Rule 3. Keep your plans private. Modern culture encourages constant explanation. Explain your motives, explain your plans, explain your feelings. But the Stoics understood something dangerous. Every time you over-explain yourself, you give your enemies ammunition. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "Every man loves himself more than all others, yet values the opinion of others more than his own." Let that sink in. The Stoic rejects this trap. Validation must come from within. When you reveal every plan and every ambition, you invite interference. The crowd rarely rewards discipline. It questions it, mocks it, doubts it. Silence becomes your shield. Let your actions speak. Keep your goals private. When someone questions your motives, the weakest thing you can do is launch into a defensive monologue. Instead, a nod, a slight smile, total silence. When people cannot read your mind, they cannot manipulate it. True power is walking your path without needing an audience to applaud every step. Rule 4. Protect your peace. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. And there is no greater waste than arguing with fools." Rule 4 is protecting your energy. Modern life is designed to drain you. Outrage on social media, petty office politics, endless debates with strangers. Each conflict steals something from you: your attention, your peace, your time. The Stoic views energy as a fortress. Not everyone deserves access. Imagine someone provoking you online. They want your reaction, your anger, your attention. But your silence denies them everything. Let them shout into the void. Their chaos belongs to them, not to you. Your energy is finite. Spend it only where it matters. And this brings us to the final rule. The rule that transforms silence from discipline into power. Rule 5. The power of the final word. Society believes power belongs to the loudest voice. We are taught that the person who argues the most, speaks the longest, or delivers the final sentence is the one who wins. But in negotiation, business, and life, The strongest tactic has always been silence. When conversations become uncomfortable, amateurs rush to fill the space. They talk too much. They explain too much. They reveal their desperation. The master does something very different. The master waits. They allow the silence to stretch. And silence has a strange effect on people. The longer it lasts, the more pressure it creates. Eventually, the other person begins to speak again. They clarify. They justify. They negotiate against themselves. Without realizing it, they reveal exactly what they fear, what they want, and where their weakness lies. This requires immense emotional control, because silence can feel uncomfortable. Your instinct will always be to explain yourself, to defend your position, to prove that you are right. But the Stoics understood that true power is not in speaking more. It is in mastering your impulses. The Greeks called this apatheia, a mind free from emotional disturbance, a mind that remains calm even when tension fills the room. When you become comfortable in silence, something powerful happens. You cannot be rushed. You cannot be provoked. You cannot be manipulated. Because when your emotions are under your command, no one else can control the conversation. And in that moment, silence stops being restraint. It becomes authority. And when you begin to understand this, something shifts inside you. You start to see how many conflicts in life are not truly conflicts at all. They are invitations. Invitations to react. Invitations to argue. Invitations to give your attention to things that do not deserve it. Most people accept these invitations without thinking, but the Stoic learns something different. He learns that the strongest response is often the one that never leaves his lips. Imagine two people facing the same insult. One reacts immediately. Anger rises. The argument begins. The moment consumes his entire day. The other pauses. He observes. He remains silent. And within minutes, the moment disappears. The difference between these two people is not circumstance. It is discipline. One allowed the world to control his emotions. The other controlled his response to the world. And over years, these small moments shape identity. They shape reputation. They shape destiny. When you begin to practice these 5 rules, something remarkable starts to happen. The world around you does not change. People will still criticize. Disrespect will still appear. Chaos will still exist. But something inside you becomes different. You stop reacting to every insult. You stop defending yourself to the unworthy. You stop wasting your attention on noise that never deserved it in the first place. Your mind becomes steady. Your emotions become disciplined. And slowly, almost without noticing it, you begin to move through the world differently. You become the mountain. While others are blown around by emotional storms, you remain still. Because the strongest minds are not the loudest. They are the most controlled. They are the ones who understand that power is not found in reacting to everything. Power is found in choosing what deserves your response. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. If this message strengthened your discipline, consider subscribing and joining us on this path of Stoic mastery, because this channel exists for those who choose clarity over chaos, discipline over impulse, and strength over noise. Remain silent. Remain strong.